Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Marvel Legends series Age of Apocalypse Iceman from the Colossus Build-A-Figure wave. As you can see, it comes in that typical Marvel Legends style packaging. Now let's go ahead and get Bobby Drake out of the package. Iceman comes with the right arm of Colossus and it has an open palm hand, but we also get a fist hand. Straight out of the package, Iceman has a right-handed fist hand and a open palm expressive left hand equipped. Iceman comes with a pair of clawy looking hands that we've seen before with like Carnage and Symbiote type of figures, and that is all that Iceman came with, was some alternate hands and a Build-A-Figure piece, and that is a big disappointment, especially for how much you pay for these figures. You should at least get some effect pieces, a alternate head. I mean, it just, you don't feel like you're getting your money's worth. An up-close look at Iceman, and he has a pretty good head sculpt. I wish they had the black outline around the eyes like the old-school Toy Biz figure, but the head sculpt is pretty nice. It really captures that style and design. I love how the hair has like a white paint going on there, so they actually make it look more icy. He has all this spiked ice coming out the back, which looks awesome and painted really well. This is not a removable piece. We got some shoulders with very subtle spikes. I wish they would have done a little bit more with it. There's paint on them, but I wish they would have been a little bit more spiky if they're going to do it like the back and the hair. But that's the same on both sides. The chest is really well done because it's more like sharp and square like ice. They did a little bit of paint there, and then we got the translucent plastic. I mean, throughout, his whole body is translucent, except for the spots where they added paint. Now, when it gets to pretty much this part down, this is all that Juggernaut's Iceman sculpt that we've seen before. They added some paint around the sharpness. They didn't do it on the hands, which is weird. And again, it's just like the consistency is what I would like to see. And again, this arm from the pretty much bicep swivel down is the Juggernaut Iceman. Same hands and everything. We get basically the legs down are the Juggernaut Iceman as well, just with some paint. And yeah, I mean, maybe we got like half of a, maybe like 60% new sculpt, the rest reuse, but it's still not a bad figure when you're looking at it as a whole. I wish he was a little bit thicker, like a little bit less lean, but it's not bad. But the biggest things I would say is give us more accessories, more hands, and like more of this spiky stuff. Like, this looks awesome. It looks so good. And then it's like throughout the back of the figure, there's no paint or anything that's matching like the front. So it's just that consistency that Hasbro doesn't do, but the figure still looks good. It's just, you know, there's little gripes here and there. Is it perfect? No, but it's still a good Age of Apocalypse Iceman. Diving into articulation, his head is on a disc ball, so it can lean back and forward pretty nicely, and he can look full, almost full 360. I mean, his chin hits the spikes. He does definitely have some attitude going on in there, so not too bad, but there's articulation. Arms can go up, not a full, well, I mean, it's pretty much T-pose, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and a wrist rotation and bend. Now, this is a harder plastic than the Juggernaut's Iceman, which is a surprise. I was expecting it to be gummy. But one thing with this upper torso area and the head and everything being new is they didn't add the butterfly joints in here. So they took out articulation. But you can get his arms pretty close together. Ab crunch can go forward that far, not as much as I would like. Leaning back, they can always go back a lot more further than forward, and I don't get that. Like, you would think you'd want this to go forward more than them going back. Like, they need to reverse engineer it or something like that. He has the waist swivel, giving bookshelf hips. Not a fan of bookshelf hips at all. Then we got the, you know, whole Van Damme, pretty much. Thigh cut up there. You know, he can do field goal kick, double jointed knee, ankle bend, pivot, all your typical Marvel Legends style articulation when it comes to Iceman. Now, Iceman's balance would be on point, but his joints are super, super weak and loose. Like his knee, like, and his ankles. It's bad. Like, you try to find that happy medium, and it's just so loose that and floppy that, like, he just doesn't want to stand. And then his one knee, it's tighter down here, but then you could see the upper connection is loose, so it sucks. Like, if you're trying to get him on one leg, like, stances, you really got to work it, and the ankles are just not being super friendly when it comes to that. He would definitely be okay with maybe a stand, but you saw, like, even when I put my finger there, if I try to, wait, there you go. He could probably have it on stand that way, but you can see he's already starting to lean. It just, I don't know. It could be the plastic again. Like, it's not super gummy, but it is that translucent plastic, and there's always some sort of little issue when dealing with, like, the translucent plastic. Here are the other Icemen that we received from the Marvel Legends line. We got the Juggernaut Iceman, where it uses a lot of the parts, as you can see. These two have butterfly joints. They did not give us butterfly joints for the AOA Iceman. And then this is the cute classic Iceman that Hasbro attempted to give us. This is supposed to pay homage to that Toy Biz one that came with that awesome ice slide. But you know what? These ones didn't even come with the effect pieces at all. They just came with a couple alternate hands. I don't even know if this one came with alternate hands. I don't think it did. But this one came with alternate hands. This one came with jack shit. This one came with basically jack shit, because this is their answer for the ice slide. Because this was the vintage card. You know, this was their answer to the Toy Biz one we used to play with as a kid. It's not even the same color, translucent. It's crazy, you know, and I'm starting to notice a cycle when investing into Marvel Legends is that we get these figures because we're excited. They're hitting our nostalgia. We're like, oh, I got to get this Iceman. This is cool. It's Iceman. Then they're like, oh, we're going to do a retro line. Oh, well, I got to get that classic looking Iceman. It's not exactly classic. It's almost there, but I got to get it. And then they come out with another Iceman. Oh, this is the Age of Apocalypse one. They reuse parts and whatnot. Oh, I got to get that, right? But what's going to happen is that they're going to keep doing this routine over and over again. They're going to give us probably new versions of this one. It's just like they're going to constantly keep rehashing them until we keep saying, oh, this is the definitive one. Nope. A couple years down the road, here comes another Iceman. Oh, this is definitely it. And meanwhile, we're going to have a stack of 15 Icemen just because we're trying to get the one definitive one for our collection, because they're too lazy to actually put the time and effort to actually do it the first time around. To me, I don't get it. And it really hit home with that classic, that new Captain America, because I thought the 80 years version, I was like, yes, that is the definitive Captain America for me. Then they released that, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? How many Captain Americas do I need to have that perfect one to fit my collection? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's an addiction that we all have, but it's crazy. But that's my sort of rant on that. But here you go. You got all the Icemen together. When it comes to Age of Apocalypse Iceman, it is a decent figure. It has its issues, just like all other figures. There's very rarely do we get perfect figures, and it'll definitely hold its space on my Age of Apocalypse shelf until we get something better. And that's to say if they'll even give us something better, because these Age of Apocalypse figures, the first wave and the second wave, had just been peg warming and going on clearance. And yeah, so who's to say we're even going to get any more Age of Apocalypse figures? But at least we got an Iceman that'll do for now. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Marvel Legends series Age of Apocalypse Iceman from the Colossus Build-A-Figure wave. If you guys are enjoying my content, go ahead and hit the like button. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button as it helps the channel evolve and grow. Hit the silver bell notification if you want to know when I post up a new video. And go check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Their new website is down below. It's not up and running yet, but the link's going to be down below. And make sure you guys check out the pre-order group on Facebook for Toyco, because it keeps you in the know with all collectibles, especially the imports like your Storm Collectibles, 1000 Toys, SH Figuarts, Figma, Mafex. Make sure you guys check it out. Links down below. And I want you guys, most importantly, to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.